Hey guys, it's Rudy here. I want to talk about the current situation in Dubai as someone who lives in Dubai due to the US, Israel, and Iran conflict. I've seen so many news going around on social media, and there's so much fake news. People sharing clips from Kuwait or Bahrain and saying that it is happening in Dubai. And as someone who lives in Dubai, I want to share the real situation right now and what's going on. So, first of all, UAE is not directly in a conflict with Iran. The main characters of this conflict are United States of America, Israel, and Iran. And how UAE got involved in this situation. So things are going crazy right now. The Iran's supreme leader reportedly got killed, as well as other top officials. And in retaliation, Iran has launched large-scale missile and drone attacks targeting US military assets and bases in the region, including those in the Gulf states like the UAE that host American forces. What actually crazy is that Iran is also attacking non-US military bases as well. They're essentially attacking the civil places as well, like Palm Jumeirah or Burj Al Arab or the Dubai airport. And the funny thing is that I was actually supposed to fly to Japan using Dubai airport, first to Doha, Qatar, and then to Japan. I was actually supposed to fly yesterday night, but my flight got canceled due to the conflict. And then they said they will reopen the flight, so I booked another one, and it got canceled again. And they said they're gonna stop the airport till 1st of March. So I booked a flight on 2nd of March, they canceled that one as well. So right now, the airspace of Dubai as well as Qatar is completely closed, and there's no way getting out of Dubai. So I am literally stuck right now in Dubai, and I was just supposed to see my family in Japan to, meet my grandparents and have a peaceful time with my family. But I am alone in Dubai and I am stuck here. There's no way going out, and I don't know when the airport will reopen as well. So I don't know. I'm stuck here. And I have seen some smokes from the airport because from my balcony you can see the airport, and I have seen like 2 times smokes coming around from the airport, and it is reported that there have been attacks today to the airport as well. And today is 1st of March 2026, by the way. Official UAE figure says that at least like 3 people got killed, including foreign nationals, and over 58 people got injured. And targets have included military sites, ports, airports, and civilian areas, and it's kind of crazy to think that I was supposed to use the exact terminal that Iran has attacked today, which is scary as fuck. And right now, the current situation, how we're living, is that it's pretty much chill, to be honest. Like, at least right now, as I'm speaking, there's no like panic that you can see. This morning, it was a little bit more serious, I would say. So there's this super app in Dubai called Kareem where you can get your groceries, taxi, call cleaning lady, etc. And it actually functions like 24/7, and I have never seen that app down. But this morning, as I tried to order my groceries, you couldn't use it. It was kind of not suspended, but it was saying that, due to the conflict, we are prioritizing the safety of our drivers, which makes sense. And I think around 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or so, it got back to normal and I could order delivery food as well as my groceries. And so the life got almost normal. But last night, as I was sleeping, I got a notification from the government, and the sound of it was very scary. And I actually screenshotted what it said. So basically, my phone was giving me this emergency alert, and I can't tell you how scary it was to be woken up with the beep sound at as you can see, 00:37 at midnight. Get this message, and another emergency alert as well, and this was midnight again. And this emergency alert was saying that due to the current situation and potential missile threats, seek immediate shelter in the closest secure building and to steer away from windows, doors, and open areas. Await for further instructions. It was so scary to get this beeping sound and this notification middle of night. And this is the literal picture from my balcony. I'll add it to the screen. That you can see the smoke from the airport as well. It is just so scary because I never thought in my life that there would be missile attacks happening around. And overall, so life got back to normal, I would say, to the most part. Not a lot of people are walking. Usually, my neighborhood is a pretty walkable community, which is quite rare in Dubai. you could see a lot of kids walking around and like, you know, people just doing their walks, runnings, etc. But maybe today in total, I probably haven't seen more than 15 people walking around. But the delivery services are working, the groceries are working, and I haven't seen that many cars as well. You know, if I didn't have access to social media and if I didn't know anything about news, I would only think that this is a very chill weekend day, and that's the reason why it's so chill. So not a lot of people are like going crazy whatsoever. That's what I can say about Dubai. And I actually today went to the gym in my building, and there were plenty of people working out. But the only change that I had is just basically my community pool being closed. And I got this notification from my building community management. It says that please be advised that in light of current situation and for the safety of all residents, all outdoor amenities will remain closed and until further notice. We strongly urge residents to keep all windows and balconies/garden doors securely closed during this period and to refrain from using balconies and gardens. Additionally, please ensure your vehicle is parked in a safe location to prevent any potential damage. So to see that like announcement on the elevator, that was scary as well. But the gym was functioning, which is also outside, but it's not like outdoors. It's on the outside building, if that makes sense. So I was a little bit hesitant to go to the gym, but I thought, let's just check like the situation, what's going on, how other people are dealing with it. And I've seen like so many people just working around, getting their workout done. So I guess at least like for people who are not planning to travel, there's not that much big of a change in their lives. And I've seen other friends of mine in Dubai who were like spending their night at the parking lot in the underground, which makes sense. But I was, I guess, too lazy that I slept after I saw that like alert on my phone. So overall, there's no interruption as right now when it comes to day-to-day life. And a lot of people are working normally. Most of them are working remotely, I would say, especially private sector. And schools are, I guess, also remote right now as well, even though I would recommend you to check the official social media accounts on UAE if you're curious about it. And so yeah, that is the current situation. I don't know when I will be able to go to Japan. To be honest, I'm alone right now in Dubai, and my family was waiting me in Japan because we were supposed to meet there. And I'm sad that I've taken away the time that I could spend with my grandma, and I'm right now stuck here. And I can literally see the airport being attacked like twice today, which is a little bit traumatic. And what I overall thought about this issue is that I think how UAE is handling the situation is something that should be studied. How they're giving updates and how they're accommodating people who got affected because of this situation and flight delays. That's something that other, I think, countries should actually study for. I'm not sure whether Dubai is also doing it, but I've seen on X that the official government is basically saying that for hotels to extend people's stay for free of charge, and you know, the people who got disturbed because of this tension, and the government will pay for the fees. But that kind of also makes me wonder, that doesn't mean that this tension is going to continue, because if the government is covering for all expenses for flight delays, I mean, I understand that. Obviously, it's a great move, but does it also mean that this tension is going to continue for a long time? I don't know. I don't know, okay? I don't know. At least from my house, I can't see any escalations. I didn't see any drones or missiles or anything other than the smoke coming from the airport. But I don't know, man. I'm stuck in Dubai, and it is kind of a stressful situation, to be honest. Like, as I'm speaking this, I think I'm processing it because I'm not really good with my emotions and I have delayed processing, that I don't know what I feel at that moment. But genuinely, last night when I got this emergency alert at like midnight, you know, that beeping sound, and I thought to myself, if I die right now because of Iran attacking my apartment, because I also have like a huge window in my room, so I will be probably dead if it hit my room. I thought to myself, I had a pretty good life. Like, I'm genuinely happy with my life. I don't really have any regrets. And maybe the only regret that I would have is me not being able to have my own family. But that would be it. I'm pretty happy with all the decisions that I've made in my life, and I have a loving family. I am surrounded with people loving me. Yeah, that's the thing that I thought to myself. before I go to bed, which is kind of traumatic. But another lesson for myself is that, like a friend of mine was actually in Dubai, and he literally flew over Dubai like few hours before all flights got cancelled. And he was actually informing me about the tension between Iran and the possibility of them attacking UAE as well. And he was telling me that if you're going to go Japan, like you gotta leave early. Like you gotta leave UAE right now, I think. He was saying that. Because it might escalate. Like it looks like it's gonna escalate. But I didn't take it that much seriously because of my ignorance towards politics and what's happening around the world. So I was like saying that, oh yeah, it will happen, but I thought like I would be able to fly even that kind of a terrorist attack happened. Or, the airport will function the next day. Because I thought there was a coup d'etat happening in 2016, 15th of July in Turkey. And on that day as well, we were heading to the airport in Istanbul. And we were supposed to fly to Japan as well again. We saw tanks coming around. And like, I was like, oh, what was going on? But even after coup d'etat, we were able to fly the next day to Japan. And I thought, even if something happens, I will be able to fly next day. So it's not a big deal, I thought to myself. But now my flight has been canceled for 3 days. Like from 28th of February, I've been trying to fly over this country and it's getting canceled. And who knows when I'll be able to fly again. So it was my complete ignorance and stupidity and me not taking the situation seriously that resulted in this, because this could have been like prevented, at least from a personal side of it, right? Like I could have flown to Japan way earlier, just by looking at the news and the current situation and tension. But I didn't, and it made me realize how ignorant I am and how in a small world I live, and how I am out of touch with the real world, politics, and the international relationships that are going on. Because I taught myself I'm not interested in politics. Politics is not a domain of mine. But I realized that as an adult, you have to know at least to some degree. What the hell? I heard a noise. Wait. What the hell? That was scary. But it was nothing. Anyway, so it could have been preventable, right? Like, I thought to myself, politics is not a domain of mine. But as an adult, it doesn't matter whether it's a domain of yours or not, or whether you're interested or not. Like, you need to follow politics, what's happening in the world. And not only the country that you live, but also overall all the countries and whatever, like, general is happening in the world. Because, like, just like this time, even though UAE doesn't have a direct conflict with Iran, it got influenced as well. And it got impacted. Right, so it made me realize that I should follow politics, I should follow news, I should follow and be aware of the conflicts that are happening around the world. Because I thought to myself, if I had kids right now, as a mother, I would be so mad to myself that because of my ignorance, my kids will also experience such a traumatic event. But yeah, at least I don't have kids right now and I'm not a mother. But I don't know why I always think about it, but I would not be proud of myself as a parent if I did that to my kids. Not that I'm blaming any parents, obviously, but I'm just speaking because I got warned, right? I got warned that I should leave from my friends, but I didn't listen. So I'm not targeting like the other parents who didn't know about the situation and just happened to experience this. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know whether even I'm safe, to be honest. But I got emails from the Japanese foreign affairs as well, saying that I should stay indoors and I should be careful. That's it. Like, no help whatsoever. So, yeah, that is the current situation. But overall, life is continuing in Dubai. And even though the activity is low, I don't think people in Dubai are that panicked as the social media shows, to be honest. Like, the normal life continues other than the travel restrictions. But yeah, who knows what happens, who knows when I'm going to fly to Japan. And this is my second time not being able to fly to Japan due to a political tension, which is crazy. I experienced the 2016 coup d'etat in Turkey, the day I go to Japan, and this again. I don't know, maybe the days that I fly to Japan are cursed or something. And okay, it's not something to joke about. But yeah, I'm good. I'm safe, at least for now. And there's not much tension actually in real life in Dubai. So thanks for asking and thanks for being concerned about my situation. But I'm doing good. And I'll update you if anything happens. See y'all.